In this video, you will understand difference between B31.3 Category D versus Category M fluid.
The fluid categories. It also talks about the fluid categories. So we were talking some time back about the fluid categories. So mainly it talks about three fluid categories. The first category is category D. So what does it say about the meaning of category D? It says that category D is applicable, is the fluid where all the following points are going to be applicable. So what are those points? One by one, let us see. Number one, it says that it should be non-flammable, non-toxic, and not damaging to the human tissues. So that is the first requirement of the code. It says that the fluid has to be non-flammable, non-toxic, and non-damaging to the human tissues. Number one. Number two, the design gauge pressure does not exceed 1035 kPa or 150 psi or approximately, let us say, 10 bar. We are nearing almost 10 bar. So if the design pressure does not exceed this, then it is going to be a category D fluid. Then it says about design temperature, not greater than 186 degrees Celsius. And lastly, it talks about fluid temperature is not less than. So anything cryogenic is also not covered under this. So category D fluid is the one which is satisfying all these four requirements which are stated here. So all the fluids which are fitted and they adhere to these four requirements will be classified as category D fluids. Okay, so coming to the next category, the two major categories are category M, a fluid service in which the fluid service is going to be highly toxic. This particular thing, it says that the fluid service is highly toxic. Then it says that provide the leak tightness required to protect the personnel from exposure. And that is why it needs the proper protection so that it does not expose the personnel who are which are operating in that particular area to the fluid which is being exposed. Any fluid which is fitting into this or rather one thing which compels you to take a leak tightness approach. H2S, yes. Chemical is very vague. Acids, okay. Sour service, yes. Sour service is one of the things. If you talk about chlorine, hydrogen, yeah, these are all services which are going to be, what is going to be the tool which is used to protect the personnel? Any particular component? So the fluid is going to be very toxic, and the flange joints are provided with flange guards. Safety wall is provided in all the services. So the flange guards are the most important aspect of category M fluid, which prevents any accidental leakage if it is there. And if personnel are moving around, then it prevents the direct exposure to the personnel around in that plant. So that is one of the major things. And what is the meaning of the toxic fluid? It says that the fluid is highly toxic, that a single exposure to a very small quantity of the fluid caused by leakage can produce serious irreversible harm to the persons on breathing or bodily contact, even when prompt restorative measures are taken. So the definition is very clear. It doesn't just say that it is left to the user to interpret what it's required. It says that a very exposure to a very small quantity of the fluid caused by leakage can produce serious irreversible harm to the persons on breathing or bodily contact, even when prompt restorative measures are taken. So that is the definition of the highly toxic nature of the fluid. And normal fluid is the one which does not fit in all the both the categories which are covered above. In normal service pertaining to most piping is covered, and the one which does not fit into both the above, it is neither category D nor category M. That will be called as a normal fluid. So after consideration of the piping design, experience, and service conditions and locations, the owner is determines that the requirements for normal fluid service do not sufficiently provide the leak tightness required to protect the personnel. So it is again, we are talking about the responsibility. We talked about responsibility of the owner, and that is why you please note that why it is very much important for the owner to inform beforehand to the designer that a particular service is going to be category M fluid service or category D fluid service, so that all the rest can be categorized as normal fluids, and very general rules of designs will be applicable for all such piping. We are going to see one chart also later on, which is given in the one of the annexures of the code, where it gives a very simple bar chart, which will give us a very good guideline about how do we decide on this category D or category M fluid services. Steam does not come under category M fluid. It is not causing a serious irreversible harm. See, the definitions are very clear. So the steam will damage, no doubt, but it is not something which is irreversible. So proper care, once it is taken, it can be, the effect can be reversed. So that is why it may not be classified under category M. Now this category M and D are mainly defined by the process people. They are the persons who are going to decide on which is going to be the category D and M, and the process people from the client side, they will be decided as per this. Okay.
Want to stand out in the field of mechanical engineering? It starts with Scutoid e-learning. Our expertly crafted courses are Master Static Equipment Design with PVElite. This course includes ASME Section 8 Division 1, TEMA Standards, Column Design and PVElite. Master Welded Storage Tank Design as per API 650. ASME Section 8 Division 2, along with FEA Report Reviewer. Fitness for service with respect to API 579-1. Piping Design Code, Stress Analysis and Caeser 2. And that's not all at Scutoid. We believe in continuous learning. Along with our paid, professional courses, we also conduct free webinars and workshops to help you explore real-world engineering topics and gain practical insights. To know more about our courses and upcoming webinars and workshops, click the links in the description below.